We've just experienced one of the most discombobulating Mother's Day that I can remember in a very long time. We had the Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, on national TV saying that the Supreme Court decision, the leaked decision to reverse Roe versus Wade, is a slap in the face of women, the slap in the face of mothers, which is kind of crazy to me because if you want to be a mother, then you wouldn't be talking about aborting your child. How could it be a slap in the face of motherhood and a slap in the face of women if you decide that you want to have an abortion? Then you're not a mother, right? I mean, am I wrong about that? Right now, we have the big fat problem of the left trying to redefine what is family and what the role of fathers, what the role of mothers is. Not to say that things are not complicated, not to say that women don't play a certain role that men could play or vice versa. But for the first 200 years of this country, women had a defined role and men had a defined role. Men were providers. Women were caretakers, and they were nurturers. Around the 1960s, and when things really started to change, we had the feminist movement come on board. We had the I can bring home the bacon and fry it up in a pan and never let you forget you're a man. Okay? And men were like, okay, that's cool. That's cool. I mean, you can do it all, right? Now, we have women complaining that they're doing too much. They don't want to do it all. They want a career, and if that's the case, they want the men to become the nurturers while they become the providers. And you know what? For some folks, that works. But we have a whole generation now, the millennial generation, that believed in all of these equal rights, believed in a feminist movement. But once a child comes on board, we're finding that the men of this younger generation, they want mom to be like Leave It to Beaver. They want mom to be like June Cleaver. Is that a problem? Stay-at-home mom, raising the kids while the husband is the provider? Well, our society has changed so much that may not be possible unless everybody lowers their expectations. A New York Post article came out where women said they don't want to be told to lower their expectation. They want to bring home the bacon and fry it up in a pan, but they don't want to care for their kids. They want the husband to do that, or they want universal daycare, they want childcare, they want the government to step in and help out. And to me, that's an attack against the family. I'm not saying that people need to be set in their roles. I'm not saying that women can't work. I'm saying that, you know what, something needs to be decided before you go into that. I think feminism has gone a very long way to destroying the traditional family. I think that the liberalism has gone a very long way and is their defined goal to destroy the family. We know that Marxists believe in the destruction of the family. All you need to do is look at the Black Lives Matter homepage. They come out and they tell you, as a Marxist, they're for destroying the nuclear family. They see that the nuclear family is the problem of all of humanity. You know, this is the problem we have in the West, the nuclear family, the toxic males trying to force women into a handmaiden's role. As a matter of fact, that's why you have all of these crazy lefty women walking around in churches now, you know, protesting Roe v. Wade, wearing the handmaiden stuff, you know, the red gown, the white hat. They're oppressed. They are sexual objects. They're sexual instruments. We've got this all backwards. And if I had my way, what I would do would go back to teaching the traditional family, the traditional roles, you know, as has been defined by Christianity in the West. That's not popular right now. I realize that. I understand that people are going to say, well, James C., you're a misogynist. James C., you don't value women. Actually, I do. I'm just saying today, when people go into a defined relationship, a marriage relationship, a partnership, these things need to be discussed. Otherwise, you're going to get caught blindsided. This article that came out in the New York Post talked about how women who, once they got down the road with their husband wanted a traditional setting. They wanted the mothers to be the nurturers. They ended up getting divorced. Why? Because they had their careers to consider. They didn't want to be confined in those roles. And they found that when they divorced, men had to take on more of these roles that these strong feminist women wanted them to. But to what end? Is the breakup of the family so that women can have their defined roles in the world of provider? Is that the way we're supposed to be going? Are men supposed to become more of the nurturers, the more of the stay-at-home type mom types? I don't think so. It's a real convoluted kind of mess we're seeing in society today because traditional roles are shunned. The political parties, specifically the Democrat Party, says you can be whatever you want to be. You can redefine your gender if you want to. If you want to be a woman and you're a man, you can, and vice versa. All of that stuff is contrary to the family. All of that stuff goes, I think, against how the family was designed to be. And the more we get into the liberalism of culture, I think the more destructive it is to the family. The reason why there's discontent is because we removed God from the town square. We removed God from our schools. We remove God from our courtrooms. We remove God from our society. And then we wonder why we're so screwed up when we try to be things that we were not designed to be. My name is James C. Harris. This is my YouTube channel. I want you to subscribe to it. Hit that subscribe button and share it with your friends and share it with your family and keep praying for this country. Because we're not lost yet. That's why we're having all this tension. That's why we have these fights going on right now. It's giving us an opportunity to really consider who we are and what we should be doing.